My colleague Siddhant Mishra is on the ground getting us the latest from Taiwan amid the growing tensions between China and the island nation. Now he brings us a view of the Baha'i tunnel, which is 700 meters long and is built to prevent attacks on naval ships. Take a look.
We are inside Baha'i tunnel. This tunnel was built in 1971 by Republic of China, Taiwan. And this tunnel was planned in such a way so that this tunnel can protect the naval vessel from attacks and from weather. So the construction was started in 1969 and it got completed in 1971. More than 820 days. It took more than 820 days for the army at that time to build this tunnel, to excavate this tunnel. Right now, it is a major tourist attraction here in Matsu, and you can see the boats are still here for the tourists so that they can take a ride in this 700 meters long tunnel. We've been told that Matsu Island has several such tunnels and bunkers that are currently being occupied by the army. Now, there is no civilian access to those places, but they are somewhat in similar format, and those bunkers and tunnels are reserved to save people in the times of crisis.
And as the heat intensifies on Taiwan, my colleague Siddhant Mishra brings you this ground report from Matsu Island, which has walls full of messages that keep the military motivated. Take a look.
We are at Zanga Daidan Memorial Park in Matsu. On my right, you can see Zanga Daidan written in red bold letters here on the wall. Now this is the biggest wall which can be seen from anywhere in Matsu. It's on the hilltop, and on my left is a port, the main port of Matsu city. And this is a biggest center of trade and business for Matsu city, and in fact some portion of this port is occupied by Taiwanese army. On my left, you can see Chiang Kai-shek statue right here next to the port. And I would ask my video journalist to pan and give a sense. Now on there, just few meters away from where I'm reporting, there are bunkers, the army bunkers currently in the control of Taiwanese army. In case of invasion or air raids by China, the people will be given shelter in those bunkers. Now I would like to understand from you, post Nancy Pelosi's visit, do you think that scenarios have changed and the President Tsai is also trying to start a new style of politics in Taiwan? Now people have started identifying themselves as Taiwanese citizens. They've started talking about independence, they've started talking about democracy, and now they believe that they will get the independence, complete independence.
Well, I think the democracy movement in Taiwan has continued on for several decades. And over these decades, the Taiwanese people have strongly believed that democracy is part of our way of life, and that we do not want to be ruled by an authoritarian government. And that is why most people want to maintain the status quo, that is, keep our democratic way of life, and do not want to face military encroachment or military threats from authoritarian China. Matsu has been described as a front line of democracy, since it is located so close to the coast of communist China. But I think the very fact that the Democratic Progressive Party is contending in these elections in an area that has previously been considered a stronghold for the KMT and has been ruled by only one party for so long, I think that brings hope and a message of inspiration to the world that even in an area that is so close to an authoritarian giant can also deepen our democracy and witness the birth of multi-party politics here in Matsu.
It's been 6